In a pixel-made world where the grass grows so square, and the sun always rises in a cubical glare, lived a brave little player so quiet and small, with a wooden sword sharp and dreams 10 blocks tall. Her name was Elle, and she spawned in the plains, where sheep roamed in herds and it rarely rained. With fists made of courage, no tools at the start, she punched her first tree and crafted with heart. She built a small shelter of dirt and of wood, with torches to light it just like she should. She mined through the stone and found iron below, and carved out a path where the brave miners go. But nightfall was coming, the mobs would soon wake. The skeletons rattled, the creepers would quake. The zombies would groan and the spiders would leap. Yet Elle stayed inside with her sword tucked in sleep. By morning she ventured much further than near. She crossed over rivers and climbed without fear. She stumbled on mountains and dug through the sand, till a jungle appeared like a dream from the land. She tamed a small parrot, it sat on her head. She fed it some seeds and its little wings spread. They danced through the vines and they slid down a stream, exploring the world like a big blocky dream. In a village she traded with farmers and clocks. She planted some carrots and harvested perks. She met a bold blacksmith who gave her a map. To reach the end stronghold you'll need quite a lap. Elle gathered her gear and prepared for the quest, with diamond-plated armor and courage full chest. She battled through biomes from deserts to snow, fighting off pillagers with every blow. In caverns of lava and strongholds so deep, she met her first Enderman, tall and so sleek. She dared not look straight, for their wrath would unfold, but she snagged all the pearls, so brave and so bold. With blaze rods collected from deep in the nether, through crimson forests and soul sand weather, she crafted the eyes that would show her the way to the end where the dragon in darkness did stay. The portal she built with each eye placed in line, it shimmered and whirled with a purplish shine. She jumped without flinching, with sword by her side, to the realm of obsidian, void, and pride. The dragon soared high through the void's chilling breath, breathing bright fire and bringing near death. Elle built up with courage and arrows let fly, while her parrot chirred loudly from somewhere nearby. She broke every crystal on towers so tall, dodging and weaving, refusing to fall. Then with a leap and one final swing, the dragon let out a thunderous wing. It faded to sparkles, its essence set free, and Elle stood victorious, as proud as could be. The end was now open, but so was her heart, for her quest wasn't ending, just about to start. She returned to the overworld under blue skies, with treasure and tales and stars in her eyes. She built a great castle, tall towers of light, with gardens and waterfalls glowing at night. She welcomed all players from far-off wide lands, with rails through the mountains and redstone in hands. Together they crafted, created, and grew a kingdom of kindness where everyone flew. From blocky beginnings and battles so dire, she learned that teamwork lifts you higher, that courage is found when you mine through the fear, and every new spawn is a chance to appear. So whether you're digging or building with flair, or just chasing chickens all up in the air, remember the story of Elle's epic climb, and write your own tale one block at a time. In a bedroom on Earth full of comics and dreams, lived a boy named Elio, or so it would seem. He doodled strange creatures, drew galaxies wide, while his mom ran a lab full of secrets inside. Elio was shy, not the cool kind of bold, but his heart beat with stories not yet to be told. He wished he could fit, not feel out of place, to find who he was in this big human race. Then one day it happened, a flash through the skies. A beam from above pulled him up with surprise. He spun through the stars in a bright comet's trail, till he landed, not Earth. Was he in a space jail? No jail, just a council of aliens grand, each stranger than next from 1,000-planet band. They circled around him with questions galore. Are you Earth's leader? The one we adore? Elio blinked twice, then chuckled, then froze. He wasn't a leader, he still picked his nose. But they saw in his soul something honest and clear, a voice that could speak both with truth and with fear. So now he was Earth's first ambassador kid, though no one had voted or given him a bid. Still, the stars had decided, and so off he flew, to prove that Earth's heart was courageous and true. Each trial they gave him was stranger than lost. He wrestled with blobs made of memory past. He played zero-gravity dodgeball with slime, and solved alien riddles in very short time. Though scared and uncertain, Elio stayed kind. He listened, he learned, he opened his mind. He told them of colors and laughter and rain, of music and movies and dancing through pain. He told them of mothers who tuck you in bed, of chocolate chip cookies and books that are read, of feeling left out and still standing tall, of finding your voice when you feel very small. The council was stunned, they'd never once heard a human speak so from the heart, word by word. But not all agreed, there were whispers and doubt. Could a child from Earth really figure things out? A test was declared, prove your world's worth, or face the great shame of the unready Earth. Elio grew quiet, unsure what to do. But then he remembered, just be what is true. He closed his eyes gently and breathed in the stars. Thought of home, of his mom, of Earth's scars. Then he stood and declared, we're messy, we fall. But Earth has this magic, we rise through it all. We laugh and we cry and we argue and mend. We fear what we don't know, but try in the end. We dream of the stars, we paint, we create. We're flawed, but we love. Isn't that great? The aliens murmured, their eyes blinking slow. And one ancient voice said, now we truly know. The Earth is not perfect, but filled with great light. This boy speaks with heart, and heart is our right. They cheered and they roared with 1,000 strange sounds. Lights danced through the air, joy filled all the grounds. Elio, smiling, began to float free. A kid once unsure, now full of great glee. He flew back to Earth in a swirling gold stream. Woke up in his bed, was it all just a dream? But his mom hugged him tight, eyes misty with pride, for she too saw stardust that clung to his side. Elio had traveled to places unknown, spoken for Earth in a voice of his own. Not because he was perfect or smart or full-grown, but because he was honest and never alone. So if you feel different or lost in the crowd, if your voice feels too small or your dreams are too loud, just think of Elio, bold in his way, and know that your heart has something to say. You don't need a spaceship or fancy decree to be brave in your life, just start being you. See? The stars may be far, but they're closer than near. And sometimes the bravest voice is the one filled with fear.